How y'all doing tonight, man? Um, it comes a time where, sorry, I'm sitting in my car, so it's kind of dark. It comes a time where you kind of feel like you've had enough of something, and that's where I'm at right now. But please don't take this video as like a suicide note or some shit like that, man. Nah, I'm way stronger than that. But let's get into it, man. Ever since I was younger, there's always been so many things that I've wanted to do. I got so many talents that I haven't, been able to harness in my earlier years just due to being in poverty, you know what I'm saying? Being in lack. And I understand because, my mom had to make a lot of sacrifices to keep us alive, and then fucking Katrina and all that shit. So I understood a lot in my upbringing that there was just certain things that I wasn't gonna be able to do, you know. Um, like when I was younger, I wanted to join boxing. That was when I was really young, and I understood that I couldn't, you know. Um, Fast forward to sixth grade. By the grace of God, I was able to join band and not have to pay for anything. I had a very generous teacher, man. Shout out to Mr. Lowe. I mean, I love that guy because he was such an inspiration, and he was so helpful to me in those days. And he saw my talent, and he saw that I wanted to work for whatever I got, and so he put his faith in me, and I came through for him. And so that'll always be one of the most greatest memories I'll have of saying one of my childhood years. And then fast forward, um, after a certain point, I had to stop doing it. Even though it was a natural talent of mine, it was just something that became too hard to afford, you know. And being in high school and not being able to work, all that shit, it just made it harder to do what you actually want to do, you know. Even football, it became too much of an expense for me at an early age, you know. And so a lot of the time, uh, and maybe I didn't have to. Maybe there was something I could have do to have these conversations back then. So maybe somebody could have understood my situation. But that's how life works, man. I'm not a victim of anything. You know, I'm not telling you this as a sob story because I'm in a very good place. I don't let anything hold me back from doing what I want to do at this very point. But here's my thing, man, and it's always been such a big fucking nuisance in my head because I've always thought like this. But I've just never said anything, but I'm gonna fucking say it, man. Government assistance, bro, it's a fucking trap. It's such a fucking trap. And not just any trap. It's a fear trap. Because think about this. If you're a person and your parents have, let's say, Section 8, especially for any males out here, your family has Section 8, right? Supposedly, you're supposed to be out of the house by 18. Yeah, just you, not the women. Just you, brother. Yeah, you're supposed to be out of that house by fucking 18 years old, my brother. And what else? You have to fucking report every single piece of money that you've ever earned while being on their system, in which, you know, I'm all for following the fucking rules, but my thing is that what is the purpose of this government assistance shit? Hmm? The purpose is to exploit your lack and keep you sustained by fear of more lack. They prey on the impoverished just so that they can control their minds and can control their finances. For years, man, I've felt like I can't even get a decent job because just out of the fear that my mother will be kicked off of a program or something like that. And don't get me wrong, man, I've already moved out. See, the problem is, in order for me to break off of this fucking lease, I gotta do some super unnecessary shit. And that's just like redundant to me because if you really want me gone at the age of 18, what the fuck do I have to go through this extraneous process just to fucking get off of a lease? And it's so draining, man. It has been draining since I was a little boy, and it's draining now because just fucking why? What is the purpose of government assistance if all they want to do is trap you in these fucking systems, man? Because, first of all, if you're trying to help someone, I don't care what company you are, if you're trying to help someone, why in the fuck would you be taking most of their money if your system is meant to help someone get ahead? That makes no sense. Also, doesn't make any sense that you're charging minors. Like, literally, these programs will charge a minor if that minor is making money. And this is the shit that we have to realize, man, is that these things are not put in place to help us. This government assistance shit is basically meant to keep you poor. And I refuse to stay poor, bro. Because whatever the fuck I have to do to get off of this shit, I am going to do it. Mark my words. It is done. From the words I speak out of my mouth right now, this shit is over with. I'm never, like, once I'm done with this, you don't ever have to worry about me going to no fucking housing authorities or none of that shit because I don't want the government's money. You can keep everything that you fucking own. I just want to be able to live my life and not worry about how they're gonna fucking kick my mother out of her apartment if I do this, if I do that. Like, what can I do, bro? Like, where does a person go when you want them to live in fear? My message is I'm not doing that shit no more. I'm not. I'm done with it. I gotta move on with my life, bro. I cannot live in no fucking fear of no government assistance. None of that shit. Because at the end of the day, it's my life, bro. I only get one chance to do this shit. And the fact that they're trying to control how I live it is not okay with me. It's not okay with me at all. I've sacrificed so fucking much just to get so fucking little in return from these people. And they don't realize that not only is the parent sacrificing, the kids are sacrificing too. And yet you still railroad these people into the fucking ground with your stupid ass policies. You don't want to help people. You don't. Let's just be real. Housing, food stamps, all this shit. You don't want to help people. You're just capitalizing off of their problems, bro. And I'm done with this shit. I'm super done with it. No more of this shit, man. This year, I gotta go completely separate ways, man, with everything. Cause I'm done with it. And whoever watches this video, man, if you have to, no matter what you have to do to get off of it, get the fuck off of government assistance, man. Cause these people don't want to do nothing but hinder you for the rest of your life. I'm serious. No matter where you go, no matter what you try and do, these people will follow your ass for anything. And this is my message, man. Stop using this bullshit. Get off of it. Get off of it. Get off of it. Do what you gotta do to stay off of it. Because that's when you're really free. When you're free from government, when you're free from this bullshit that bounds us every day to these earthly fucking problems, that's when you're truly free. We ain't free in this shit. I don't know who told y'all that, but we ain't free in this shit, man. Uh-uh. We might have the freedom of choice, but that wasn't given to me by government. That was given to me by God. So I want to get everything that God has given to me on this earth. And I reject everything that this earth has to give me, to be honest. But that's my message for tonight, man. If y'all got loved ones that may have been trapped onto this shit by a contract, by whatever the case is, man, do your best, like I'm gonna do, to get your people the fuck off of this shit. Get them off of it. Because it's only gonna get worse from here, man. It's only gonna get worse. Until people start to lose their fucking minds. For real. That's my message for tonight, man. I love y'all, and sorry for this little rant. I hope y'all having a good night, man. Peace.